Hello, now we're going to talk about the Alerto. Right now I opened the application with the Alerto. As you see, demo kit, Telefire, green, we have no problems, everything's okay. Now I'm going to take a magnet because a magnet can activate an alarm on the detector. We have an activation with a magnet. Where the LED of the detector is, you just put it above. Let's say here, it's easier for me because I'm standing here. Now we have an alarm. Combined detector number 5 alarm. We also got a sound notification. I'm opening the demo kit, and then we have one alarm. I press the alarm. Photo heat. Combined detector number 5. Now I can do silence buzzer. I'll put in the code. The buzzer is silenced. Now, if you notice, we still have an alarm. I would like to reset it. Go to reset. He asks me my code. He already remembers it. System okay. There are many other things that I can do over here with the Alerto. The Alerto shows me exactly where the fault is, exactly where the alarm is, exactly if there's something disabled. If I'm a technician, I can go inside and do maintenance for a building, a checkup once a year or twice a year. I can edit names. I can see how many, let's look for instance, how many devices I have. I go to Service Wizard. He asks me who am I. I'm given the code. Now I entered the service. I can show devices in loop. I can see a leakage fault. Let's see devices in loop. Loop number 1. I have 2 input lines. I have 7 switches, 1 photo heat detector, control out, whatever. Let's go back one stage. Leakage fault. This shows me the ground fault. I can find a ground fault on this system relatively very quickly because I have everything on my mobile and I don't need another person with me to go to the control panel, have a look to see if I solve the problem. I have it here on my cellular phone. When I go inside walk test, I can check the addresses on the loop number 1 or whatever, if I have more loops, and everything goes inside the log in the history. What else? I can, every strobel or horn that is connected to an output and is programmed as an horn, so I can activate it and it will be activated for 10 seconds. So when I do a walk test in the factory or the building or whatever, all the sirens will carry on working for 10 seconds. And like that, I know that the sirens are working perfectly. Show single device, control reset. I can change and edit names as well. This is a very powerful tool for the technician on the site. That's it more or less. There are many other small things that are very friendly, but the most common use for the daily use is silence for the buzzer, silence for the whole system. By the way, if you do silence for the whole system, since we would like you to walk around and see why the siren was activated, so only after 1.5 or a bit more minutes, only then it will be silenced through the application. If you would like to silence it straight away, you go to the control panel and press silence. But through the application, at least 1.5 minutes before it's silenced. After playing with that, we have again buzzer, silence of the whole system, disable. We can disable one of the devices or how many devices that I wish. We must just accept like a checkbox and say that I'm aware that I'm going to disable. That's the first time. Afterwards, he won't ask you anymore. And then reset. So we have 4 common things that we use every day. As soon as the alarm gets activated, we get a notification on the telephone. Sometimes your default of the telephone won't be on active, so you must make the notification active. Be aware about that thing. When we create a client on your customer or something for you or your customer, you get an email with 2 messages. One email that you must verify and say, yes, that's me, yes, I want to continue. And afterwards you get a temporary code, that with that code you go inside the system and you must change that code into an 8-digit code that has to have a caps lock, a big letter, small letter, a few digits, and one of the signs like dollar, hashtag, or whatever. Okay? That's it, more or less. If you have any more questions, the sales guys and Telefire are here for you. Thank you very much.